Hello, welcome to the protovest training video on how to install an IP stripper bag. In this video, we are going to go through a step-by-step process on how to properly remove the bag that is already installed on your dryer and replacing it with a new bag using the correct tools and process for this procedure. For safety precautions, make sure to turn off your dryer. There are 11 screws altogether that you will have to remove. Use any screwdriver tool to remove the screws on the right side as well as the left and top side of the sensor. Carefully pull it towards you until you see the electrical tape that you will have to remove in order to detach the cable. Once you have removed the tape, squeeze the cable to remove the front sensor from the bag. Repeat the same process with the back sensor in removing all of the screws, undoing the tape, and squeezing the cable. Then push the ends into the bag. Detach the motor cord from the bag by separating the Velcro breakaway loop that is located on the lower bag bar. Remove the nuts on the 3 center band clamps with a 7/16 deep well socket and loosen the nuts on the end band clamps. Slide the end band clamps off the bar assemblies from the old bag. If you are planning to reuse your old band clamps, set them aside. If you have ordered new band clamps, you may completely remove and discard the old clamps. Cut the tie straps with a wire cutter to remove the bar. Set the bar assembly aside. Pull the Velcro apart on the end flaps and slowly pull the bag away from the plenum. Take your time in removing the flaps from the plenum. You want to pull down just enough to leave it hanging where you can see the bag sensor cable that you have to remove. Carefully pull the bag sensor cable out through the gusset in the bag, and once that task has been done, the bag can be completely removed. Use a heat gun or a plumber's torch and use it inside the plenum as shown. If you purchased a new sponge tape for your bag, it's easier to add heat to remove the existing sponge tape from the overhead. After locating the 3 reinforcement patches in the center of the bag, take your band clamps and start inserting and aligning the band clamp bars. Take the end without the bolt and slip that small end of a 19-inch band clamp, which is part number FAS 0420, through the cut on one side of the bag and out the cut on the other. Keep in mind that this bag uses 2 9¼ inch large rubber spacers to form a tight fit for the airbag opening. Take the end of the bag and start wrapping around the tube and align on the sponge tape. To make sure your bag faces the correct way, let the bag hang down. The bottom of the bag should point towards the entrance of the wash. As you're doing this, you will need to put the bag sensor cable back in through the gusset close to the center area of the bag. Start fastening the Velcro at the end of the bag as shown and make your way down the plenum to smooth out the wrinkles. It is very important that you make sure the seam is lined up along the edge of the foam tape to secure the bag properly on the plenum. Take your fingers and slide it slowly against the tape. If you have to, make some adjustments with the bag as shown to make sure it is lined up properly. Work your way down 1/2, pulling tight to remove as many wrinkles as possible. Continue to fasten the Velcro as you move. Keep moving down one side a little at a time, fastening the Velcro as you go. Some small wrinkles may still be present once you get to the end. Don't worry about it, this is normal. Repeat the same steps on the other half of the bag. Make sure the band clamp bolt and nut are located on top of the overhead assembly and that the band clamp rests on the foam tape beneath the bag. You should do this for all 3 band clamps, but don't tighten it. Slide the bar assembly on both sides of the bag. Make sure the bar is secured through the band clamps located at the end of the plenum as shown. You will need 2 large rubber spacers for both sides to secure it properly. Once you slide the large spacer between the band clamps and the bar, it will be stable. Make sure the bars are on the foam tape under the bag. If not, you would have to make some adjustments with the band clamps. Make sure the band clamp's nut and bolt are aligned with the seam on the bag. Then you can take a power drill and start screwing the bolt all the way in to tighten the band clamp. Repeat this procedure with each band clamp. It is important that they are tightened all the way to secure the bag and make sure the bag doesn't leak air when your IP stripper dryer system is in use. Feel the sensor cable located in the center of the bag where you placed it earlier and push it through the opening of your plate so that you can start reconnecting your front sensor. Make sure you're pulling through the cable labeled C1 for the front sensor and slide a 2 1/4 inch sensor grommet over the cable so the cable doesn't pull back up in the bag. Then you want to take the front sensor you removed from earlier and make sure that its relief is aligned with the cable so that you can properly connect them. Once the sensor is connected, move the grommet over to the sensor side to prevent any moisture or dirt from getting inside your sensor, and you can install the sensor to the bag. Repeat the same process for your back sensor and connect it back to the bag. Just make sure that you're using the cable labeled C2 to connect to the back sensor.
Use a rubber mallet to hit the bag so that you can remove any wrinkles.
Last but not least, take your bar assembly and slide it through the openings. Once you have slid the whole bar to the end, take a tie strap for each side and connect them on each side. Reattach the breakaway loop with the motor cord to the lower bag bar. Your dryer is now ready to be used. That concludes our protovest training video on how to install an IP stripper bag. If you have any questions about this video or if you need more assistance, please give us a call at 1-800-521-8218 from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Arizona time.